life. How we doing today, sir? What's going on?
What's up, man? What's up, bro?
Insane. What's going on, guys? Thank you so much again for joining this podcast. Amazing. It's amazing. Today we have amazing topics for you guys. I feel like you should have a different perspective on what's actually happening around you versus what people are saying. So I hope you guys like this one. Let's go. So the first thing, the Chinese carry trade. Oh,
The
what?
Japanese
Explain.
carry
Oh, yeah,
trade.
the Japanese carry trade. Explain, bro. Explain.
Okay. So basically, the Japanese carry trade is something that happened on July 31st. So for years and years,
Right.
and this is actually using Grok. You know, we're using AI nowadays, and this is the new technology. I think everybody should dive in more and just use it, because we're in the early stages. But basically, Grok, you can ask it whatever. And recently we had an event called the Japanese carry trade. So for years and years, Japan has had extremely low interest rates, even negative interest rates. That makes the Japanese currency very cheap. So people would borrow Japanese currency at 0% interest rate, and then actually take that money and buy assets in other countries.
With higher interest rates. Would I have higher interest rates?
Exactly.
Whoa.
So people have been taking advantage of this arbitrage for years. It's been going on for like, I think, more than 10 years. So basically, if you go to a different country and you make 2% on your money, you can pay your 0% interest rate loan on the yen in your home country.
In your home country. Whoa.
Yeah. So recently, Japan has been having inflation, and they decided to actually raise the interest rate above 0. And that made the Japan currency more expensive. So if you're trying to pay back now your currency, the Japanese yen is actually a little bit more expensive. So people had to sell assets that they had in other countries to pay back their yen.
Insane, bro. So they made margins even thinner than what they once were. Some people, some people margins probably get even wiped out, bro. Wiped out, trying to keep up with that shit, bro. That is insane.
So like, this actually happened. This happened on July 31st, and so the market had an immediate reaction.
So that explains why, like, each stock, every crypto, everything just crash.
Yeah, that was the exact reason.
That's insane, bro. Because even right now, like, Bitcoin moved from like what 67 to like easily 59 for the past couple of weeks. Because I look at Bitcoin directly and I'm like, bro, why?
Bitcoin and then, went to like, what's this, 50?
Yeah, 50 went down to 50. But to be honest, I look at that as like a sale price. And then actually go down. Immediately, I did buy some immediately, but it's like, bro, it's so depressing when you kind of, this is why when you're buying Bitcoin, you can't even just, you can't look at, because especially when you have like a lot of money in there, your money just feels swallowed. If you have like, it feels swallowed, because the market will take it at a, well, it's like, if you look at the dollar price, you lose when you come on to Bitcoin, you always lose. You have to look at the amount you have. You see, once you increase in the amount you have, I just feel like that make more sense than looking at how much money you have in Bitcoin, if the money will go up or down. Because you can't use money as a measurement tool when it comes on to Bitcoin. The only measurement tool is the quantity of how much Bitcoin you actually have. Because it doesn't matter if Bitcoin crash or not. What gonna happen is your quantity gonna determine your position for real. So I look at the fact that even though my account looked like it was getting wiped out when that shit go down to like 50, it just looked like, okay, you're down like a freaking 4K, 5K just for the day. No reason, but you're down that amount. And you're telling me the Japanese carry trade have like such a huge part.
Yeah. So everybody faced it, especially US stocks, because a lot of people.
If you should explain exactly how directly affect it? Does it just affect it when people just pulling out their assets from Bitcoin, or people selling their Bitcoin assets, or what was actually going on with that affect Bitcoin price?
Yeah, so if somebody knows that they might get a margin call, just to de-risk, they can sell some just to
Mm.
give themselves more space.
More liquid, yeah, more liquid and more
Yeah.
space.
And
Keep saying,
actually, the Bank of Japan had to backtrack and say, all right, markets look unstable. We're not gonna raise any interest rates right now.
mm,
So they had to actually step it back and say, all right, we see this might be worse than what we expected. The market can't handle it right now. We will wait until we can raise interest rates again.
wait,
Which
wow.
is very serious. So it's showing you that the market is just unstable. It just takes one thing.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. It's like seeing how just fragile it is when it come on to just one news affecting it or one direct factor affecting it. Imagine when some real catastrophic stuff happen, or like when multiple things, multiple not so big deal things happening at the same time simultaneously. Like Bitcoin
Yeah.
just go down to nothing. Yo, seeing that shit. But to me, it's like your mind have to be trained to view Bitcoin as being on sale. So wait, what is this? What index is this? Nikkei?
So this is the Japanese index. So this is their
Japanese
stock
index.
market. So this is the day the
Oh,
news was released, and then it just had a straight sell-off
direct
for
sell
about
off.
the 4 days until the bank backtracked and started to come back up.
Mm.
It's very
So wait,
interesting
what do
because
you mean the
people.
bank? So
Hmm?
how the bank start go back up? Like people start actually liquidating money and just have more cash inside of the bank. Like probably that's why. Because if people
What
are
do you
sell
mean?
off them assets, the only way they're gonna keep it is say, hey, I want back all my money back in my bank account right now. And then really and truly the bank just say, okay, give me our money. Back to us. Bro, because that crazy though. When just having like a huge sell off to just seeing that shit play out. But how so what else got affected, especially in the Japanese market when this is like a Chinese index right now? What is
So
it thing got
just
affected? Any
just
real life
mainly
businesses?
no, nothing drastic like that happened because the bank had to just step in and realize it's not the time. And
No.
these are like the Federal Reserve, or this is like the Bank of Jamaica, Federal Reserve, Bank of Canada. It's just the main central bank of whichever country. And they have to basically make sure that the economy is stable. The economy can't be freaking out. People can't be freaking out. The currency has to look good.
Mm,
So they had
mm.
to just backtrack. And as soon as they said, okay, we're not going to shock the market basically started to come back up after.
Oh,
And
that's like
you can
really
see, so this is the Japanese rates. So this is what the rates has been since what 1995,
so
0.5% interest rate.
wow.
So if you were borrowing money in Japan, you would borrow at a 0.5 interest rate.
But why was it
Sometimes
so
zero.
high? Why was it so high at first?
How is it so high?
Like in 1974, 1974, 1978. Why was the interest rates so much until it got down?
I'm not sure, but I know historically interest rates have been higher and the markets have been used to it. But
But what if that's like that's when they change leaders, or that's when Japanese change leaders and somebody just give a new style of like management allocation of funds for the country?
it would have to do with like the gold standard and all of that as well. As the country
Right.
started to come off the gold standard, there was a higher interest rate during the gold standard. And
Japanese
then
experienced that too. Japan experienced the
uh, I think that's a global thing where everybody move from the gold standard and move to this
Yeah,
new fiat.
fiat
Yeah,
currency.
yeah.
Wow, that's crazy. Because now, like fiat itself is like a bubble, right? Which is like the idea of money is just us accepting it. So
Mm-hmm.
once everybody stop, like if everybody stop believe that money, like all right, if say for instance, you can't go exchange money for nothing if everybody stop believing in it. So if a guy just say, hey, no, I'll not take that anymore. Like if you have 10K in cash and some guy just say, hey, yeah, no, I'll take that. And then everybody come together and agree that, hey, yep, none of us taking that. The bubble bursts, Like it just what we gonna trade with? What people trade with now? Because if money not backed by gold or nothing like that, it's not backed by anything to say, okay, your gold equal this amount of money or your money equal this amount of gold. It just doesn't matter anymore. It's just the idea of everybody saying, yep, we accept this paper that you're giving us for
Mm-hmm.
stuff. Like that's it. Like so it's just everybody
Yeah,
just saying, yeah, we all agree that we're accepting paper for stuff. That's it.
pretty
And
much. Pretty much.
that's like a whole bubble when you actually think about it. And you kind of don't understand what that is unless somebody actually just say, hey, listen, I will accept that thing or I don't accept that thing. That's
Mm-hmm.
just the only thing that make people taking money or make people using money to buy a thing matters. Like it don't matter because what if you have a bunch of employees and you can't pay them in cash anymore because they're like, nope, that don't make sense. We don't want it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like how do you represent value? How do you exchange value for their time? At what would you use at that point? What
Whatever they, well, I mean,
whatever they
it
deem
would have to
valuable.
be within the government of wherever they're
Yeah,
living, because I mean, they're gonna get taxed.
that is
So
true. But
yeah.
like just when all right, even though I look at the fact, right, that somebody would really like exchange their time for money for real and like all right.
Mm-hmm.
So now I in the phase of getting employees. I just get employees. So now I have like 3 employees, bro. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And when I tell you that it's like a direct trade for money. My time equal this thing. And
Mm-hmm.
it's like when you look at the fact that like I'm able to all right, so you know what happened at first? So at first I had one guy, right? One guy at first. And then the same work task with one guy because you're trying to save money, right? Like, this is what I look at how crazy the world is, right? So you're trying to say, do you know that every time you try to save money and you do some scarcity shit, you actually spend more money rather than if you did just think in abundance and then maximize on what's happening, right? So guess what? So at first I had one employee because I'm like, oh no, I only want to pay one employee. I really just want to pay one employee. But I realized that a work day task would take me 4 to 5 hours to get done, right? And then because I'm trying to save money by paying one employee, high level stupidity, bro, right?
Mm-hmm.
So now I decided that I'm probably gonna get 2 employee full and
Mm-hmm.
then have one guy that I can call all the time when one person say, hey, I can't make it today or whatever, right? So when I have the same task, same work task, nothing, no change. Like cleaning cars, dropping off cars, delivering cars to customers, that's it. Same work task. But even though it used to take 4 to 5 hours for one employee to help me get that entire task done, having 2 employees doing it, it cut it down. The 4 to 5 hours, it cut it down to 2 hours max. So if I'm paying $21 per hour, right? And then I end up paying like what, almost $100 to one guy because it'll take him 4 hours, 5 hours to like complete the task, right? So I would have paid him $100 for the day basically, or $100 and something dollars for the day, depending on how much hours him actually take. And then now if you take two guys that I'm both paying $21 per hour each person, and they finish the job in 2 hours, right? So, so I still end up paying like $80 because I'm paying $40 to this guy, and then I still end up paying like $80, but I get the work done with the same amount of money spent or even less because they can do the job faster. And I'm spending less money with more guys, and everybody is still happy. Nobody's saying that they're not being robbed. Nobody's being robbed. It's just that I get the same job done in like a less time. That's just insane. So now, me having more help actually save more money than rather having like less help trying to save. Insane thinking, right? Like insane level thinking. So now seeing that, you just you really have to look at the fact that everything isn't what it is or isn't what it seems. You know, like it's not a thing to do. I don't know who it is. No idea who it is. You just go there. Bro, somebody just knocked the door. Like, sorry. Somebody just knocked the door. We're gonna cut this. Who is it?
Oh, is that a frog on the door?
What?
A frog. Right there on the screen.
Yeah, but who is that outside? Nevon.
There's a frog on the door.
So? What am I supposed to do about that?
You see him? On the screen.
Bro, like, yeah. Like, yeah. Yeah, I'm not. I'm in the middle of something. Like, I'm like, bro, Nevon just outside right now.
Yeah.
Crazy. Yeah, all right. No,
Yeah,
it's good.
bro.
Yeah, we definitely have to cut that. But it's like, yeah. But seeing that and handling that work task is just now, I realize that like life can just get easier, bro. Life can be good, especially when you're paying direct money for people's time. So now I really love that concept, but the problem truly is to like find people that's selling their time for money, right? So any task, you can find somebody that's selling their time for money and getting those people that you can just directly buy that time. I love it, bro. I actually love it. So what was it about the first rate cuts in September?
Yeah, so you're understanding that the Federal Reserve actually raised rates to cut down inflation. So right now we're up to like 5% interest rate. So it's a really high interest rate. And you can see it here. So 5.5. So whatever the Federal Reserve funds rate is, that's the lowest interest rate you can get from the bank. So they're going to start cutting rates now. They'll probably cut it 0.25 or 0.5. And then that affects what you can get home loans for, business loans, all of that. Because this is the base rate that the banks get the loan for. And that's typically affecting factor in the markets. That's something that you need to pay attention to. And then people take advantage of this to buy houses, to buy cars. And the economy tends to go up when the interest rates are lower because the money is cheaper. And that's something important to pay attention to.
When rates are cutting.
Wow. When rates are cutting and rates are low. So I mean, the next topic. Are you on?
So wait, all right. So currently, currently this timestamp in like the world right now, which is the date. Today is what? August 18th, 2024, right? What are rates currently right now? At
5.5.
5.5.
Yeah.
That's actually not like crazy though. I don't think that's crazy. But it could be
Well,
lower.
look,
Because some
are you
people
seeing
lock
this
in
chart?
2%.
Are you seeing this chart?
Yes.
So you see, since 2015, rates have never been this high.
Oh wow. Oh wow.
The last time rates have been this high was 2007, and that was before that financial crisis.
Wow. So comparing to those years, it actually is high then.
Yeah.
So yeah, but just thinking about the percentage on whatever loan you're taking, in all truth, 5.5%, not crazy. But comparing to those years, of course, it's crazy.
5.5 on a 30-year loan.
Well, now we're talking some different numbers because at that point, if it's stretched out like that, that's like crazy.
Compound interest.
Yeah, it compounds if it's stretched out to those amount of years. Like 30 years is insane. You have to pay directly on the principal to even cut the amount of years down for that shit. Because 30 years is a lot, bro. Like if you're lucky into that, that's just a lot, Unless you just start some company and just say, yep, I'm paying the house off, guys. I'm just paying it off.
And the money just goes to that.
Yeah, exactly. After your company get acquired, you're finally able to buy a house. That's fucked. But to actually think about it like that. So, watching the timestamp of this video in the future again, let's see what will actually happen. Will rates get higher, or will it be like, can we do another video saying, oh, like rates actually go down versus the time when we did this video?
No, rates are going down 100%. Like the market is predicting that.
Right.
Everybody's like, if the rates don't go down,
Yeah.
similar to the Japanese carry trade, the market will freak out.
Bro, the only time rates going down is if Trump gets elected, my brother. That's it. If Trump don't get elected, rates are fucked. Okay.
Oh, yeah, something else gonna happen.
Something else gonna happen, bro. Because like, most people, I've been watching like some video and like when you ever see like the woke black people that's just pro black, right? Their reason for voting for Kamala Harris is just
black.
She's the black woman that's running.
You black, me black, vote.
Like insane. Like I see that shit like insane. Okay, what did she do? Okay, what's her plans? All right, how will this help you directly on your
that don't matter.
No, the black lady.
Bro.
Like
the one that look like me.
Mind blowing. And it's like a lot of people would collectively come together to do that. I watched Kamala Harris fucking campaign speech bullshit. People are twerking there.
The stallion.
Meg Stallion. That's the type of shit. The most degenerate type of people. And you're gonna let me know that this is the person who will cut rates and make sure that loans are just not insane. Don't care. I know for a fact she don't care. Guaranteed.
No man, we're in trouble. If that happened, we are in trouble. And people don't know. Like it's gonna be like, this is how they do it. It's like a socialist, backway socialist thing. So it's like make everybody extremely dependent on the government and then blame the rich people. And then like when everybody poor, they say, oh, that guy did it. Like the guy being poor. We're trying to fix it now. Well,
what crazy? All right, when the money printing stuff happens, and it's like they're trying to say, hey, like we will print money to give to all the individuals, and then the same individuals take the same money and go Walmart and go get the Walmart guy richer. You go Costco, you get the Costco guy richer. You gonna go freaking them just get back more rich. Like the same money where you take to save, them just go back to the same person where you're trying to not have it. Like, because they created businesses literally with the idea of, hey, like this person will take their money and do this. That's what they'll do with the money. I know it. So I'm gonna have a fucking business that I know the stuff they do. I know what they do, and that's that. So I'm just here to take what's mine. That's it. That's it. And it's like, you're blaming me as the rich guy because I captivated on or capitalized on like something that I know for a fact that you spend your money on this shit. You understand? Like, so if I know that you're spending money on this stuff and I create a hub that you can always go spend your money there, and I just so happens get rich because you choose those choices, I'm to blame. I am to blame. I'm blaming. I'm the bad guy here. Bad guy, right? Because I accumulated too much. So it's like, just imagine, like, I just wish we could have animate stuff where we could have animate like two guys, one with an idea of like a business and one that just have money spending from him job. And every time this guy just spend money from him job to the guy that just have the idea with the business, he just say, yeah, like sell me some stuff like that, yeah. Because this guy just have some habit that him constantly spending on that thing. And anything can be a habit. Fucking eating food is a habit. Like, you understand? So you don't even matter. This guy just create your favorite food that him know you like, and him just continuously sell it to him. So now all of a sudden, every time you go buy food, every week you go there, you go see him. But wait, you wear Balenciagas this week? What? And then you still go buy whatever you go buy. And next week you go there, you see one Rolls Royce park up outside. Wait, what? You have Rolls Royce park up outside? And you still go buy whatever you must sell. And him still just have super customer service. Yeah, him just make you come back every time. And like, every time you go there, him, you know, a newer thing. Like him obvious, him life just improve. And you just have got to go buy the thing where you like. That's it. No, you blame him because him just got rich because of you. And you get him rich? So like, how are you like mad? Like, why are you mad about these things? So it's insane. So even go directly towards this cartel thing where people blaming him and they keep going back for more stuff. They keep going back for more stuff, like more entertainment, more bullshit, more whatever. Bro, I see no of him like latest videos when him announce him like him show, and then people saying him literally saying, hey, like this is gonna be expensive, so you guys need to sell things, important things. Organs. Him tell people to sell organs.
I mean, he's just following up with the trend, but I don't want to go too far from the Kamala thing because there's an important thing she did last week, Friday, that actually made big news in the market. So the market is actually looking for some of her policies because Trump makes it very clear, like what he is, what are his policies, what does he stand for, and stuff like that.
Right.
So this Friday, the first policy that we've heard come from Kamala was actually a federal ban on price gouging on food and grocery industries. So she's gonna actually put a price cap on what, say, fast food chains, grocery stores can charge on foods. Here you can actually see it. She advocates for a law that would prohibit price gouging in the food sector. So she believes that some of these food companies are taking advantage of the demand and raising food prices. So she's gonna actually make sure that they can't raise prices, and that should provide cheaper food and stuff to the consumer. So you can see they're expecting that this would help lower costs to consumers by preventing companies from setting prices that are deemed too high relative to their costs or market conditions.
Bro, listen. I don't this can be very catastrophic. You read this like the average person would look at this as there's only upside in this scenario. There's only upside. There's no way you can spot the bullshit. Someone please spot the bull. I'll spot it. I'll spot the bullshit right away. Do you want me to explain how catastrophic this can get, my friend?
Explain.
Okay, so if you're telling me now I can't price my thing for over a certain amount, right? And me, I'm so sorry I did logistics in school, so I know how supply chains work. So when this guy raised his raw material to whatever, because them not stop them from price gouge. The raw material guy not getting stopped.
He don't care. He don't care about
cares. So now when my margins are fucked, right? Absolutely just decimated margins. No, you're gonna say to me, no, I can't raise the price. I have to sell it for that, right?
What you should sell. You should still keep selling.
So guess what I'm going to do now, right? So instead of making my processed food super healthy and not messed up,
just throw up any little thing.
Yeah, anybody cheaper. I don't want to buy from this guy no more because we can raise the price over one certain amount, and this guy now drop the price.
Kill them. Just kill them.
So Mel go to Mr. Cheap, he make cheap that mix up him stretch everything. Stretch everything.
No, you got a point.
Cheap.
You got a point.
Right. And then now, Mr. Cheap now, sell me some bullshit, some new bullshit to put in on my processed shit where already cause cancer. So now we have more cancerous products on the market because we can't raise. This is fuckery.
To be honest, I wasn't even thinking that way.
Nobody does.
You actually open my eyes to the implications a little bit.
This is absolute negativity right here, bro. Absolute. Because if you, as a logistics student, my friend, you know this shit, bro. You know this shit, dog. You know that for Nestle make Nestle, for any company make anything, you have a supply chain. The cost of the trucks getting there, the cost of the boxes, the cost of the thing, the cost of the raw material to make the thing, the cost of the labor, the people, labor, it getting more expensive. People are out there saying we need raise. All that shit is in this margin for this guy. If he sells the product for, if he's capped on what he can sell the product in, he's fucked. The people gonna be more protesting because he can't give them a raise. Impossible. Impossible for raise any paychecks because I can't raise the prices. So we're fucked. This is absolute madness. If they freaking make this shit a thing, fucked. Screwed.
But corporate greed. The corporate guys are destroying the consumer.
If it wasn't for these corporate guys, bro, let me show you. The only reason why prices are raised sometimes, okay, is when Farmer Joe says, hey, this raw material now is this price now. So I know you like to make your bullshit, your processed bullshit, but guess what? The price you paid for it now, you can't. Because guess what? Tractor fuel more expensive now. The tractor more expensive. The land where I don't know, shit not abundant anymore. It's hard. I have to pay my employees them outside a freaking mine, whatever. I have to pay them more. So this raw material costs more. So it's like whatever company we're selling to, say for instance, you're selling corn, you're just screwed. You're screwed. So look at that, Kraft and Heinz. Who are their suppliers?
You know, Kraft Heinz that makes the ketchup and stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly. So him need him tomatoes, bro. So when Farmer Joe say, yo, hey, tomatoes, cost $10 anymore. Tomatoes now are $15. It's $15, Mr. Kraft and Heinz. That's what we're selling it for, right? And you're gonna tell me that this lady is gonna have a price gouging. So she's gonna try to stop price gouging. Like, let's stop that.
Look at their margins. They haven't done anything like for the past 10 years. Like they're not doing nothing crazy. Like At the same
But wait,
margins you have
why
10 years
dip?
ago.
Why dip so low in like
A
in
COVID.
2019
Oh no, I don't even know. This is before COVID.
before COVID?
Yeah,
They were charging up, man, charging up, getting ready for their margin.
they knew what was gonna happen.
Knew what was gonna happen. So that's insane. Like, so they had negative margins. Right, that's right when COVID started, bro.
It's a 2019
2019.
June. COVID start 2020 March 2020.
Yeah, 2020 for real. COVID did, but it's like, I wonder how. I wonder what would happen, or what actually happened at that time, where you can actually tell that what did the company do, like restructure?
I'm not sure what happened then.
Because this show you them direct margins. But this insane. But when I realize how much the most companies can pay employees more, but they just don't, because they do have crazy margins, but most times it's just investor greed asking back for a lot more money.
Yeah. So
Yeah, so the average guy suffer from this thing.
yeah. So you're moving. What were you saying about this villain now?
Villain. Fucking evil villain, bro. It's so crazy when I see people like insanely like changing their entire influence, or just them actual, I actually look at immediately as him get out, him a post on every social media. You know this, right?
Yeah.
As in, every social media like have his thing. Where I even go on threads. Him have a full page on threads. So
Yeah, bro.
I'm wondering who's managing this guy's social media, or is he the one doing it? Because if he's the one doing it, this is insane productivity.
All right. Perfect. That's you literally just guide me into what I wanted to talk about. So
It's insane.
you were pointing out a lot of the bad things. Like, I get all of the bad things that he's done, but I want to actually take a step back and look at just what really happened. Like,
Right.
you can say how you wish everything went, but this is how it went.
It actually went. This
is how it actually went. So whatever he did, whatever happened, cool.
Yeah. This one at 12 million.
Out,
told with daddy daughter.
He got out and winning. So
Winning. Insane.
Like, don't care what you do, if you provide enough value and entertainment to the world, people will look past like whatever you do. Like,
what? Never see that. What? You kill guy? No, never see that.
that don't have anything to do.
Well, you know what? Actually, insane. I've never seen this guy post a bunch of money and stuff. I've never seen that.
Okay, but can you imagine how much royalties he's getting?
That's what I'm saying.
These thugs.
That's what I'm saying. Because I'm like, I've never seen him post the money, and I'm like, as bad as this guy is, I've never seen him do that shit. Like, and you have guys out there where, bro, I see the guys out there where them just turn artists and they will post some crazy things, bro. They will post like some mansion, this, a mansion that. So how much money this guy actually have money? Actually, because him not post them things there, though. Family guy, I'm a family oriented
family guy.
What the fuck? Yeah.
12 million.
Bro, is that his daughter?
Daughter Adiana.
What?
Adiana.
No, bro. That's that, dog.
Kartel, yes.
Yo, she does. I'm child. Insane, bro. Like, she probably don't even do nothing for even be that famous. Like, she just nothing.
She's just his daughter.
Just his daughter. Like, just my daughter. But
So
it's like,
even
did he?
when he
I wonder if she does fly in the country for like, say, hey, that's
sees
my
it,
dad.
800K.
800K, bro. No, that's insane. As bad as it be, the level of productivity that made this
Thing just happened right now.
what my shit. Me just like it calls. Ah, yes. Yes. You don't have permission. Hmm.
I don't know what's
Oh,
going on right now.
that is weird.
Yo, it's saying completely like no TikTok. Like, I don't know if we're watching the TikTok banner or something, bro. Legit.
Complete.
Look if you can go.
Good.
You're on fine.
It's just
Okay. I
insanely
don't know.
loaded up. It's instant fuck. I get instant fucker on my thing right now.
Yo, but his influence and power and consistency, just imagining what he can do for his kids right now. Like, he can literally put him son in a star position just from all that backed up influence. You just put him
Yes.
on the stage, do some songs, put him on like.
But that's what I was thinking about, bro. Like in terms of just him leaving instant productivity. Okay, back on it. I never made that shit hold me down. I just went back to the stuff right now.
Straight back into it.
So with that level of like productivity because a lot of people look on it as, oh yeah, I'm just a post, whatever. That's
Nah,
super
he
productive.
working. He working.
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 Because you're constantly showing people, hey, like remember, like I'm the guy, like I can
I'm
post
back.
every day, bro. Yeah, I'm back. I can actually drop every day. Every day I can drop. That level of fear, that determination, crazy, you know.
He's actually
So
beating everybody. Think about it. Like all of the other artists, he's just like outworking back.
because you don't have time. Like people, that's all upon it. That's what I'm always I wonder say. What would have happened if he never went in?
Oh,
What would have happened? Because at one point he was dropping songs every day. You know that before, like him did a drop songs every day, and then he did get to a point where him never give no artist no time for get. I just that's the thing. Like him just a drop every day. Imagine somebody that drop 2, 3, 4 songs every day. Like you don't have no time to make your song go out because people want to know what this song when him just drop. Like who him a talk? What him a talk about? And it's just crazy that somebody just doing that shit right in their face. Wild.
These are a lot of views, though.
No, fuck it, that get crazy. Because it'll become more viral.
2 mil,
Another
2 mil,
browser.
7 mil, 2 mil,
Another
4 mil.
browser.
Yeah.
Yeah, that crazy though. No, it's
These are a lot.
insane. No, it's insane.
He's back.
When they actually look at it.
And what? He already signed a deal for the concert December 31st. So this is serious. And people are talking about selling their house.
The airport them no safe. World Boss Store, please, we need your updates. Should I sell my
Please.
mother's house or something remained in land? Or the remained in land? That's insane. Most
This
people I hear
back.
that I don't think I would go to this concert, bro.
You think it would be dangerous?
Think it would be what? Like, come on, dog. Bro. I just want to see the after stories of what happened. Show me that. That's the
What happened
entertainment.
after?
What happened after? The day before, who for shit gets stolen, who died. Like just a person right now going there about for like, you not even didn't know some are losing life today. You never know.
Oh my gosh, you're a sick
You never know.
person, man.
No, bro.
You're a
No.
sick person. Bro.
All right,
You're
all
a
right.
sick
No,
person.
okay, no problem. No problem. I'm sick, okay? I'm the guy who's just saying the inevitable, and I'm the sick guy. Right?
Inevitable.
Inevitable.
Wow.
Because guess what? All right, think about it. The person that we're talking about here is the person that advocate in his content the negative things, right? His
That
fans.
doesn't have to happen.
We, no. What do you think his fans are gonna be? Angel Christian people. Angel Christian people, right? Okay, sure.
A lot of these people aren't
people.
criminals.
Now group all of these people in a one place together now. So somebody know amplify negativity. Hey, negative things. Hey, I'm saying negative things. And then now all the people were ears where that's to them, that negative thing is a positive thing to them. And no, they all came by because there is followers now. They're all his followers, right? And then what really happened is all those same people will have this false sense of what positivity is. Of a bunch of people just saying, yeah. No, guys, he's actually not a bad guy because he's this murdered someone. Oh, he's actually not a bad guy because not. So obviously that person that's saying that is not. You know for a fact he's not a good person either, bro.
80% of the fans are not criminals, if not 90.
They said they're not criminals.
80
So wait.
to 90% of the fans are not
No problem.
criminals.
95. Let's do 95, right? 95 of his fans are not criminals, right? Which means they don't do any crimes. They haven't done any crimes. They haven't they haven't killed anyone. They don't commit no murder. 95%, right? But I can tell you this right now, my friend. If you, the 5% that says, hey, I'm a criminal, the 5% that says, hey, I'm a criminal, I'm doing bad things. And then the 95% where they don't kill nobody, they don't do nothing, them just listen to the content of the person that's saying, hey, kill person, this person, I'm the father of crime and I do this thing. And then they say, oh, no, there's nothing wrong with that. Like, that's fine. You can sing about that, man. It sounds nice. So just go, yeah, man, go and sing about that. And then what really happened now, they might not be a criminal by physicality, where them actually going out there and killing anybody. But to them, their ears hearing that stuff, if it don't have a problem with that, that means that you're just not a criminal because you haven't done the crime yet. But guess what? Continuously input that type of data set in your brain. And then if the right person should cross you, you now become a criminal, right?
Nah,
but then
I don't think
the person that's not even plugging that stuff in his ears, when a person cross him, instead of becoming a criminal and converting because he was this close, what happened is he finds another way to solve his problem because he wasn't infiltrated by bullshit by saying, hey, if things go left, this is the only way to solve the problem, by doing crime.
I don't know.
Yep. Nobody knows. Nobody.
I mean, you grew up listening to the music and you made a conscious decision not to engage in any things like that. And so did many other people.
Think about it, why? Right?
But I can sure those taxis you were in, the buses you were in, you were indoctrinated with this music. And many of you chose not to do any of those things. So it's not really the music. Because it would be the person.
The reason why I went to the extreme level of saying, hey, I don't even want to listen to this shit. I don't even want to listen to this shit. So I won't listen to it. I won't even listen. Because you see, when you actually hear it in songs, and then you know a guy who died in that way, or you see when somebody actually, or somebody message and say, hey, You remember John from down the street where you grew up with? Oh yeah, he died in this way, right? This person murdered him in this way, the same way that song says. And then when they find out, say John, then all of a sudden the same people then will say, turn up the cartel, turn up the cartel. Oh my gosh, we can't believe that happened to John. How did that happen to John? Put the person who did that in jail. He should go to jail. But turn up the cartel. It don't make sense. It don't make sense. Nothing. No make sense. And we don't care how a person go and try to justify one person singing about the crime, and when them see the crime, no. Bad. That's bad. Oh, like, how are you a good person? Like, insane. So I can't listen. I'm just not trying to be the against guy, but I don't want to be one of those guys where say, oh no, I'm a good person. Yeah, I don't want to hurt nobody. But then turn up the cartel. No. I just not gonna listen. I don't care how nice it be. I just not gonna listen to it. I won't be driving my car and listening to that stuff, bro. I just won't be doing it because I understand that is what you put in is what you're gonna get out. And then if somebody ever try to cross me one day, I don't want to draw for that data set. If you understand. You know what happened when you read a book? All right, so no, I read basically like 4 books every month so far. And I've been doing consistently with that, right? And then sometimes I read or I listen to these books and then I don't get nothing from it. Nothing. Like absolute nothing. Like or so I believe, right? And then later on in the future, way in the future, when I find myself in a weird scenario or I have to make some form of decision or something, the data set I draw for that helped me solve that problem, like way months down the line or whatever, is something that I remember the book saying that thing, but I couldn't relate to it at the time because I never been through that before. That experience never happened to me before, right? So I could have drawn for that data set. You see, the thing I just told you just now, when I pay more, I have more employees and I'm saving money. I'm actually saving money hiring more people, right? When that's a strategy I learned in a book months ago. And even though I read it in the book exact time, I never implemented a strategy like that until way in the future. And especially when I find myself in disagreements with people and in other things with other person, I can pull the data set from that book or something that I read about stoicism or something else. And I can apply it to this scenario right now where if me and somebody are text and I should screenshot that message, that person gonna seem like the bad guy because I'm just there like saying, hey, like, look, like, we don't have to do it this way, whatever. And then them look crazy. But no, if your data set while you're driving or you're driving your car or whatever you do in your spare time is not reading books and not doing stuff like that, what happen is the same songs them where tell us, hey, me kill the man down the road and nobody no find out and this happen. You just a drive go work because you normal drive go work, right? You're harming no one, you never do no crime, you never do nothing to nobody. You just driving to work. And then all of a sudden, months down the line, something happened to you. You find yourself in one disagreement. You find yourself in one problem. Which data set do you think you pull for? Which one?
I get you trying to make your point, but for the wide majority of people, this is not the reality. People listen to bad songs and they don't do the crimes. Some people
Even when
don't listen. Some people don't even listen
to
to them, and some people do the crime. I think it comes down to the person. And if they were going to do it, they are going to do it. A song isn't the deciding factor of if they are or aren't going to do it. If the person is going to do it, they're going to do it regardless of the song. But if the person isn't going to do it, they could listen to it and not do it. Like the song isn't going to be the influencing.
So you're saying that
song isn't going to be the influencing thing.
So songs don't influence actions. That's what you're saying. Songs don't make people do things.
Songs don't have to influence actions. You listen to many
No,
songs
but
and you
do they
choose
do it or not?
not.
But do they do it or
They
not?
do it, but you can
But
choose what you haven't hurt or
yeah,
killed someone before. However, you've heard many songs such as those. So you choose
yep,
not
yep.
to engage in what you decide not to engage in.
No, because you have to remember now. You have to remember now. If you don't have a conscious idea of what the song is doing to you, you're not going to know. The only reason why I'm an outlier in this scenario is because I'm actually saying, hey, I can hear the song, I can listen to the song a million times, but I don't agree with that stuff because this guy is actually like, I see this happen to somebody before and I don't want that to happen to me. So I wouldn't even plug that song in my ears in the first place because I'm scared that that's the way I use to defend myself in the future when something actually do happen to me. But I can tell you right now that for you to say a person going to choose the right choice because he was going to do that anyways, false.
I
Because
think the person is gonna choose the choice they were going to make. So it's not like
it's
the
not, I
song
don't think that
isn't
because
the
I wouldn't say
influencing
that
them.
because it's like a person, whenever a person have a decision to make or a choice to make, you think your brain just make that and it come from your heart. You think that's what happened. That's not what happened. What happened is whenever you're faced with any choice to make in life, your brain naturally replays every scenario that you've been in before or anybody that you've seen at a similarity before. This is why if you see a man, if you then online and you see everybody in front of you get slapped in their face, right? Right? If you in a line of 5 people and you there at the back and you see the 4 people them get slapped in them face by the guy where just a walk and a slap every guy. When it's your turn, what will you do? What will you do?
I don't
When
know.
it's your
Explain.
turn? So if 5 people
You're
stand
just
up in
talking
line,
about the reaction scenario where either you slap or you duck or something.
no, you're going duck because you were influenced by what happened to those other 4 people. So that's what you pull for, the similarities. So
I
it's
see, man.
similarities of the scenarios that happened to you. So now if you're pulling that data set because you say, hey, my eyes saw 4 people got slapped. So now when this guy walk up to me, him not gonna give me a hug. I know what gonna happen to me. So me gonna duck that shit or me gonna run off. One of them. You understand? And that's only because you were influenced by the actions that happened before. So that's what I'm saying. So now when a person make a decision, say for instance, some guy now come fight you, the only choice you're going to choose is the one that you've seen before or the one that you have been meditating on. So in order for a man slapping in your face and then you just say, look, if I fight with this guy, it is going to be bad for both of us and I need to make a conscious decision to not fight. No. If someone is slapping in your face, you're slapping back because you know for a fact say you're gonna slap him back because the last person gets slapped in the face, him slap back the person, you know, take that from nobody. And that's gonna make you embarrassed. And that's gonna make a bunch of other things happen to you. So it's like you're going to make a choice that you are influenced to do, no matter what.
You're gonna
Anything.
make the choice that you choose to do, not
But you are
what you're
influenced by something.
You're
The way
gonna
you put
make
on your shirt.
the choice
Look,
you choose to do. You're
but
not gonna
don't you
make the
think that
choice you're influenced to do.
yes, you're influenced at some
You
point
can
because
listen to something and you
Yeah.
make your conscious, premeditated choice
So the way how
of
you
what
dress,
you think is
the way
right
how you
in that
dress.
scenario.
So the way how you dress, do you think it's influenced by someone or not?
No.
It
The
is.
way
It
how you
has to
dress
be.
can be influenced by comfort, what's the
No,
weather.
meaning. All right, no meaning.
There's many factors. So it's not just influenced by what you
Yeah.
heard or what you saw. It's also influenced by internal factors, how you feel, what's the weather like, what you're
I
trying
don't.
to
No.
achieve. what you're
think
going
deeper.
to do.
No, let's think deeper. Let's not think about the type of clothes. Let's not think about that. Let's say, hey, you were the way how you're dressed right now, you were influenced by a person. Because when you were born, we were born seeing other humans wearing t-shirts. Why aren't you wearing a robe right now if you weren't influenced by nothing? Why aren't you wearing something that nobody else ever wore before if you're not influenced by nothing? You wear a t-shirt because you saw other human beings wear t-shirts. You wear a pants because you saw other human beings wear pants. You were influenced. You cut your hair
we're
because
probably
you saw
wearing
other
two
human
different
beings.
things right now.
Huh?
We are wearing different things now. You're probably wearing
No,
pants and I'm
we're not
wearing
wearing
shorts.
different things. We're wearing a t-shirt. The t-shirt have different writings on it, but we're both wearing a t-shirt.
Are you wearing pants or shorts right now?
I'm wearing underwear right now.
You're wearing underwear. So is that influenced by that influenced by something internal, or is that influenced by
because
somebody influenced you to wear underwear right now? I'm not wearing underwear right now.
No. All right, think about it. All right, okay, you're not wearing underwear, but you're wearing a pants, right? You're wearing a shorts.
I'm wearing a shirt.
You're wearing clothes, exactly. But what I'm saying is, another human being did it first. You born in this world seeing another human being did it first. You would have not did that thing if this other human being, if it like your father, your mom, anybody who raised you, if they grew you up wearing sheets, if everybody around us was just wearing sheets, just a sheet overweight with their head, I guarantee you right now that you would be wearing a sheet because you just grew up in the world seeing people doing that. So that's what I'm saying.
In Jamaica, you're not even in Jamaica.
But that's what I'm saying. I grew up seeing people wearing t-shirts and pants.
What influenced you to not be in Jamaica? The people around you?
Other people, yeah. Another human influenced me to not be in Jamaica because guess what?
It wasn't your choice?
It was a choice at the time, but guess what?
Didn't you you could make choices? You were influenced to do it. You're influenced to stay, but you made a choice for yourself.
Yeah, but the only way
you heard the song of staying, somebody saying, oh, stay. Somebody saying, oh, leave. And you consciously were like, all right, I don't want to do this, but I'm going to do this.
No, but you had the reinforcement of knowing other people in life who have changed their lives.
But did you make a choice or not? Were you influenced or did you make a choice?
You have to be influenced. So I was influenced because it's
impossible
to not be influenced.
Did you make a choice?
It's impossible to not be influenced because guess what?
Did you make a choice?
You have to make a choice as well because you have to make a choice of doing the thing you're influenced by or doing the thing you're not. You're not going to do the thing that you're not influenced by because you're never going to do it. What's going to happen is, let me tell you something, how influence work, right?
Can you do something you're not influenced by?
Huh?
Can you do something you're not influenced by? Can something influence you and you not do it?
I don't think you would do anything you're not influenced by. I don't think you would.
You get somebody like influence you to do something and you're like, I'm not gonna do that.
But how influence work is he didn't influence you to do something. He's trying to get you to do something. Influencing is when you actually get the person to do the thing. So if somebody's telling you, hey, I'm influencing you to do this thing, or they're trying to influence you to do this thing, and you make the choice of not doing, you're not influenced. You're not influenced because you made a choice. So you're not influenced.
That's a great point then. So a lot of people can listen to the songs and not be influenced.
No, because guess what? You can listen to the song because it sounds good.
Not be influenced.
You will be influenced in the first place. No, guess what? You will be influenced eventually. Eventually, you will be influenced because what will happen is
how we get there.
No, you're going to be eventually.
Or are you telling the person that they're gonna get influenced when they didn't?
Because guess what?
They just listen to the song.
All right. So do you agree where your inputs equal your outputs? Do you agree on that statement? Right? Do yes or no? Do you agree on that statement?
If your inputs
equal your outputs.
Equal your outputs.
Yes. So can I plant an apple tree and get a mango tree?
No.
Exactly. So I have to input apple seeds to get apple tree, right? So how are you trying to tell me that a person can input negative content but do positive actions when the choice is bestowed upon him? How? Explain.
How
When you
can
agree to
somebody
the statement.
get a negative input and not have a negative
Yeah.
output?
So you're saying that I can put negativity inside and do positivity outside. That's what you're saying. You're saying that is very much possible.
Guaranteed. Guaranteed.
So that is
Many
not
people can
impossible.
take in negative environment, negative energy, and
Right.
still be very positive to the world.
Exactly. But when they're bestowed upon the same scenario that the negativity was lied upon, what go happen is the choice they go make, that person now is you guess what happened? So when a person in a negative environment, right? You know what happened? Your tolerance for the thing becomes stronger. So you're able to tolerate more negativity. So if you're a person, like, let's just get a little bit extreme here. So if you're a person who says, hey, I don't care about murders. Murders don't phase me, right? And then you see 5, 10 murders every day. So now you don't even phase by murders anymore because you see murders so much, right? But what gonna happen is you're gonna be in that environment. You're going to be in that environment. So your tolerance for the thing, it becomes wider and deeper. So a lot of things now that you feel like it's not a big deal to you, it's not going to be a big deal to you because your tolerance for your thing is it's widened, it expanded. But what's gonna happen is when you're faced upon the choice, because you see so much murders, and you're faced with the choice of, hey, I have this problem. This person is annoying me. This person makes me feel sad. I see murders every day. What will I do?
Yeah, you can't say what the person is going to do.
But what do
Everybody
you think
makes their own
but what do you
choices.
think that person is going to do? That person that's been intaking and expanding his
They
tolerance on murders.
will do what they choose to do.
The thing that they're influenced by, because that's the
No,
environment they're in.
I would never say somebody's going to do X. Someone can go to a stop sign and run the stop sign.
Right.
Somebody can go to a no parking zone and just no park there. Like, people do anything they choose to do. So I wouldn't say somebody has to do anything.
Well, you don't have to do anything. But what happened is you're gonna do the thing that's most common to you always. Everyone does that. Every human does that. You're doing anything you're doing is most common to you. This is why you go to a restaurant and you get the thing you always get, because it's common to you. This is why
Not
you go to a restaurant.
everybody does that. Some people go to restaurant and try to switch it up every time.
They do try to switch it up, but guess what? They're gonna try to switch it up, but at the same time, even they're switching it up, they're going to get something that they know, even though they're switching the thing. No, guess what? I think
some people go and try new things.
No, it's not impossible. Remember, we're not talking about this one guy, one outlier guy where I'm different. No. I'm talking about the majority here. The majority here of people. What people do is, if they say, okay, I want to go to the restaurant and say, oh, I want to switch it up today. I'm not going to get this chicken sandwich I'm going to get. I'm going to get chicken and fries. Switch it up. It's still chicken. It's just different.
Yeah.
It's still fucking chicken, bro. You just know this shit. So my thing is, then we get to the point again. You are directly influenced by your stimulus. Every single time. You are directly influenced by your stimulus. This is why when you go to places like Dubai and whatever, you see a bunch of Muslims, everybody wearing the freaking the cloaks, bro. Everybody wearing these things. You go to all these places, like, the people dress alike. Think about it. You think I can go to Iran? All right, look. Will I go to Iran and see a guy in a cut-off foot jeans and bleach out skin?
I mean, you have to understand culture, customs, traditions, because people are.
Yep. So what drives culture? What drives culture? What's the main thing that drives culture? Influence. Influence is what drives culture.
Is passed down from tradition, as a lot of people have
what
things.
Passes down? passes down is when one generation influence another generation. When your grandma influence your daughter, when your daughter influence her daughter, when that auntie influence your daughter, that is generational passed down culture. All that stuff you just listed right now is denying the fact that culture is influence. It's
I understand
guaranteed.
what you're saying, but I
Yes.
would say on a larger level, most people are not influenced by these songs because they choose not to. They
Right.
choose not to engage in that side of life. So despite the majority of people listening to those songs, they choose
Right.
not to do it, and that is a fact. Including you that listened to some of these songs when you were younger. You
Right.
made the choice not to be influenced by these songs. The same as me, the same as many people that we know. They listen to all these songs
I can't agree.
and
It's hard for me to agree.
they don't or haven't done any of these
But that's
things
what I'm
from these
saying,
songs.
bro. It's the only reason why you don't is because you haven't been faced with it. I remember I just mentioned it to you, bro. I just mentioned it
The
to you, right?
only reason why I haven't is because I choose not to. I'm
No, no,
not
no. You
influenced to
haven't
do
been
that.
faced with the scenario that you have to choose to be stoic and a good person or do
We
the thing.
everybody faces the choices, and you can say, all right, this
Mhm.
guy does this to me. I feel like this is what I need to do to them. Or you can say, all right, I don't
Right.
think it's worth me going
But
to that
you have
extreme
to
level.
remember, bro. You have to remember, as well as you are choosing to do right choices, you also do a lot of self-improving activities where you're constantly getting smarter every day. You're not just inputting that bad thing, right? You're combating the positive thing with the negative thing. You're combating these two things. So you're also an outlier that's able to think on a different level where when it comes on to making choices, right? But you're only thinking of yourself, which everybody else, the majority of people aren't doing what you're doing. The majority of people would never subscribe to a podcast on Lex freaking Friedman. The majority of people could never watch an all-in podcast. What they doing?
They wouldn't take up a gun and kill
They
anyone
would
either.
do it. They would do, bro.
No.
All right, bro. Listen, all right. When the average guy, get disrespected and somebody diss him, like yeah, they really diss him. What does he do? The average guy, because I know you don't consider yourself average, bro. You know you're not.
I get it, but
So you cannot
I
use
get
your choices on the average guy because you're obviously not average, bro. People don't have the stuff you have. So it's like if you have to think about the life that like the average guy out there, he don't even know who Lex Friedman is. He has no idea. So when he's faced with the choice of get back at my ups or be stoic, what do you think him going to draw for the thing him know about, which is this cartel line to say, yeah man, maybe he headed this guy. Guaranteed, bro. Guaranteed. The only person that I can argue that will deep down him know the right thing are the person will combat negative content with positive content. Like, you see, when you have that flush middle of consumption of both things, you're obviously in a one better place to make better decisions. But when you have the majority of negative content that you're saying, yeah, we killed this person, this any boy, this for dead, blah blah blah, bullshit. Come on, bro. What do you think this person gonna choose? What? The right thing? The right thing? No. I'm sorry.
I don't know. I think the
But you don't.
outliers are more to do with the bad things. Although humans are like naturally bad, like they do bad things and they need
For sure.
policing. Humans need policing and to know that there's some, it's good to have some enforcement there because they will do bad things to one another for sure.
Yes. Yes, like
With
it
or
keeps
without the
improving.
songs. I'm
With
sure
or without
Cain and
song.
Abel didn't have Kartel songs, they were just like, I hate this guy.
They had
God
Adam
is
songs.
giving him.
They had Satan songs, bro. Dog, you know this shit. Dog, come on, bro. Don't let me get
Okay,
me, bro.
wait. Okay, you're stepping into something interesting. You know that Satan was an
Yeah.
angel, so he was around everybody good, and he
Yeah.
was like, "Yo, I don't
Nah.
subscribe to anything." This
So who influenced him? Who influenced him? Who influenced him?
that's a good question. That's a good
No, who
question.
influenced him? Okay,
They were
so
saying he was just jealous of Jesus, and God was blessing Jesus, and he was like, "Yo, who is this guy, man?"
taking all my shine.
Who is this guy?
But you remember it, bro. You remember it. Is the one that's actually a good question. Who influenced him, bro? Because it's like he's the one who influenced Adam to eat that thing. And then it's like, who tell him to tell Adam that shit? Like how him know said this thing I'll go against. But
Yeah,
to be honest, bro, if you think about it,
he influenced the girl to influence Adam, you know? He couldn't go to Adam with that shit. He had to go to Eve.
Adam with that shit. Yeah,
And then Eve is like, it's not so bad, just try it. And
Nah, it's
Adam
not
just,
so bad. I tried it. Remember? I tried it.
and that was it. That was it.
Wicked. No, wicked, man. Some Nicky shit, bro. But you just end up, you end up just say, you know what? Maybe she's right. Maybe she's right. Let me just try it. But if you really think about it, it would have been impossible. I feel like that negative influence was always around. It's just always there around. And it don't matter. Because if you have somebody saying, hey guys, just do the right thing, like be safe, you're guaranteed you'll have to have somebody that's telling them, no, don't listen to that shit.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Like it's hard to even imagine a world without somebody saying, hey, listen, don't listen to that. Okay. What he's saying is wrong. All right. Do this thing instead. This is right. Like, that's wild. But I don't know. You have any more takes on topics?
All right. So Grok can actually do images now. So we can shoot up some images real quick and you can actually see what that's like.
So Grok is doing images.
Yes, sir. Quicker, better than Chat GPT, faster.
Cut the bullshit, man. What are you talking about? Go quicker, faster.
All right.
That's a facade.
Give me something. Give me something to go.
A monkey juggling bowling balls. Strong monkey juggling bowling balls. That's what I actually wanted. Strong monkey juggling bowling balls. That's actually super fast though. Not strong. Not strong. Let's go to freaking Chat GPT.
All right. Muscular monkey juggling. Did it do it?
Strong.
So this is
strong. Wait, what was the prompt? Muscular monkey. Well, that's not bad. That's not bad. But them bowling balls, look, those are not human fingers that would go through those.
Live AI usage.
Live AI usage. That's crazy though. This is crazy. Of course!
Strong monkey.
What I'm talking about. Defined. It's the stuff that we do over here. Okay? When we say strong monkey, monkey went to the gym. He never skipped. That monkey, your monkey skipped. He skipped leg day.
This is a good picture.
This is a monkey. This is a strong one, bro.
This is better. I'm not gonna lie. This is better.
One hand juggle, the next hand busy. He just holding something.
Oh, this is a better
Look
picture.
like you're a monkey. What's going on with your Grok monkey? Let's see the other one. The other one, we can just eat him for lunch, bro. Nothing. You can't just say, like, come on, we can't be able to do it. You say, this hard. You just say, this hard, man. You couldn't do something else. It's hard, man. My monkey saying, I just need one hand. I just need one hand for these bowling balls. That's right. This is crazy though, bro. This is crazy. I mean, I feel like Chat GPT more, like you have more data. So they're able to just like do a full pictorial view on exactly what you're trying to see. But that's because Chat GPT did about before Grok.
Yeah.
So they have more time to collect more data. That's the craziest thing with this thing as well, you know. It's just data collection. Wow, this actually looks exactly like that. I would argue that this house is real.
It look real, right? Like this is
real. Man, look at that seaside thing, bro. Like it's just on the dock right there.
perfect.
Damn, man. I want to sit down there. I want to sit down there and like have a business going while I'm not worried about it.
Just on your computer.
Not even
Bringing
on my
in
computer. I'm just
early.
there talking to my friend. I'm just there. I don't even want to be on my computer there.
You're
I
done.
would
You're
just
done
want to be
working now.
there. Just I'm talking to my friend. We're talking about some thing we don't even have nothing. Both billionaires. But the thing we're talking about have nothing to do with money. You know, have nothing to do with anything. But you're just billionaire.
Relax,
Like you just talk about the life thing now. Like the important thing. Hey, look at that duck over there. Do you know ducks actually do like crazy?
blah blah blah.
blah, 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 blah. Nothing to do with income generating activities, right? But and you're both billionaires. Like that's crazy. Like imagine when that actually just come to play. That you can just say, hey, like this is what really went down here. That's wild.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, you can't even extend on this, but this looks super. This one don't look accurate still. This one not accurate. The first one more. This not realistic. This one more realistic than that next one, because that next one I wouldn't have that on there. But it's pretty cool. So we out of topics. How we doing?
Yeah, we're
On
good.
topic. All right. So we're actually going forward, and then thank you guys a lot. Thank you guys a lot to tune in to this one. This is amazing, guys. I hope, tell me if you like it. Tell me the parts of this podcast that you guys didn't like, and then the parts that you actually like, and the parts you agree with, and the parts you disagree with. So like and subscribe. Just tell us what you think about this style of content again. And let us know if you want us to use like more live AI. We can actually do more things live with AI. You have no idea. There's like rarely like a limit on the things that we can do, you know. So see you guys in the next one. All right, so should be good. So you just have like a little bit of